Hi, I'm Samantha Thomas, and for my CIA project, I interviewed a restaurant. I surveyed something in the restaurant industry, and the restaurant I chose was Fox's Pizza Den. It's a chain restaurant that's located in many different areas, so it's quite common. It began in 1970, and it's expanded, and the owner he really takes pride in allowing other entrepreneurs to own their own business. So he's expanded, and people, they buy into his corporation. They open up their own Fox's Pizza Den in their local communities. So he really feels the need to give back the owner. So it's a family atmosphere. Um, for my project, I met with the owner of a local Fox's Pizza Den in DeRidder, Louisiana. I'm from Leesville, Louisiana. It's about 15-20 minutes apart. The owner is actually my uncle. So I know him rather well, so it wasn't hard really to make time to meet with him or to monitor the restaurant, but I did put a lot of hard work and effort into this project, especially for trying to make it up. I missed, so trying to make it up, and on top of everything else. Um, so let's see. While I was there, I part of the project was to try to identify a problem. When I first started monitoring Fox's Pizza Den, at first it's such a family environment, and I didn't really want to pinpoint any negative aspects of my uncle's restaurant, but I noticed that there was a problem involving employee production. In the middle of rush hour one day while I was monitoring, which is about lunchtime, there was complete chaos. People were missing their orders. Um, the customers waiting for their food were waiting longer than they should anywhere to eat. Um, and employees were just running into each other. There was employees everywhere, not in the right places at the right time, and I was baffled because I didn't understand why there was so much chaos. And it came to my attention that the amount of workers that were actually waiting on the customers, so waitresses, waiters, busboys, things like that, they exceeded the amount of workers drastically that actually worked in the kitchen preparing the food. And this caused some employees to just be in the way. A lot of them were just there, not needed, and there was a shortage in the kitchen. And this is because he said he hasn't had time to train these employees. So basically, I pitched a solution to Terry Lambright, the owner, who is my uncle, after witnessing this, and he's a passionate community member, just like the owner of Fox's Pizza itself. That's why he was so interested in this restaurant. And he believes in helping as many kids in the community as possible, and he loves giving kids jobs opportunities because he thinks that hard work is the key to success. So he wants them to start off right. And I pitched to him that my solution would be to train employees who once worked as waiters and waitresses to work in the kitchen and have more in the kitchen than actually out on the floor serving the customers. And he said he hasn't had time, so we implemented a plan to where 30 minutes before their shift they would come in, and they would stay later 30 minutes after their shift. And we did it during work hours, and we didn't make them come in extra. If they couldn't make it before or after their shift voluntarily on their own time, then we would try to train them during the down times of service at the restaurant. um, it we implemented this in production. It became more efficient, and customer satisfaction increased because there wasn't as much chaos. There were more people in the kitchen, food and the product was getting out quicker and more efficiently, and there wasn't as many waiters. There was a more personal vibe because there was only a couple people waiting on everyone. So it really increased customer satisfaction, and I feel like the solution that we implemented was successful, and I was extremely excited to play a part of this process at Fox's Pizza Den of DeRidder. Some interview questions I asked, what, just to name a few, not all of them. I said, what made you want to pursue your own restaurant? And he told me that he had always wanted to own his own business, and his wife wanted a nice family restaurant to appear in the area. So what better opportunity than Fox's Pizza? He had been owning it for five years now. I asked him if he enjoyed the business. He said it definitely has its up and downs, high moments, low moments, but yes, he enjoys it because it's something that he's always wanted to do. Another, I asked him, what their favorite style of pizza was, and he said the number one pizza ordered by customers is pepperoni. So, I put a lot of effort into this project. I spent about 4 hours interviewing time, and probably about 4 hours on the written report. So if I had to give myself an overall grade, I would give myself an A, but I'd probably give myself a low A because I turned in this project late due to some difficulties that I was facing. But I'm very appreciative to be able to turn in this CIA project at the time that I'm able to do it now, and I really enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend this project to anybody in the business department, and I I know I'm going to recommend this class. It's taught me a lot, and I can't think of any better class to have taken before I exit NSU to prepare me for the business world. So that concludes my presentation, and I hope you liked it.